Welcome to This Week in Our Collective Heads. We're here doing a post-show about the Nintendo Switch after the Nintendo Switch presentation on January 12th. Pretty late night presentation, but I mean, it worked for Japan hours, I guess. First and foremost, I'll get the big news out. March 3rd is the release of the Nintendo Switch. It's a lot sooner than most people thought. Most people thought it was going to be late March. March 3rd is really, really, really close. So yeah, $299 US. I was right the first time. I should have changed my guess. Presentation was really lackluster and boring, but there were a couple things that were good out of it. So I'm going to go through some of these, kind of shrink my head. Whoa. And we're going to talk about this. Kind of go over all the... We're going to go over all the trailers and discuss them one by one. First up is 1-2 Switch. So I was thinking, okay, maybe a cool Western. Don't really know what they're doing with this. First thing I thought was maybe a gunslinger game, maybe like a Red Dead style kind of thing. But unfortunately, what we're getting is a bunch of mini games. Could be good, could be bad. This is the trailer for it, obviously. Sorry to spoil that for all you people. I love the seriousness. Absolutely love the seriousness of these two. So this, showing the Joy-Con controllers, this is their HD Rumble technology. HDR? I don't know, this really cracks me up because it's so... Yeah, it's so Nintendo. I mean, party games, playing with your friends, bring them around, play it around. Really? I mean, there could be some fun stuff in here. It's just really, really, really weird. And that's going to be the theme of tonight. The theme is weird. Stop for just a second. Apologies, Captain Nita. And we're back. It's weird how you can tell which dog is ringing bells. Yeah, so the theme of the night is weird. Weird. Here's the next trailer. Between this and the last one, I feel like this is the Wii again. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. I will say this is going to go into a lot of homes. Again, weird. Again, the standoff between two players. Which I think is because most people will have it the single unit and play it with two people or one person. I think that's why they keep showing these games with two people going head to head. It does, I forgot to mention that, the Wii sorry, I said we. The Switch can link up eight switches together via Wi-Fi to play together, which is really cool. But most games are probably going to be one-on-one. Again, weirdness. This is basically an amped up version of the Wii Boxing, which is not bad. I mean, that was fun. I hurt myself a lot playing that game. But it'd be really cool. And we're talking about an advancement of motion technology 10 years down. So yeah, motion people are bored with, but this could be some really cool casual stuff. I mean, I think the Wii... I said it again! I think the Switch has a lot of casual and a lot of hardcore stuff that's going to kind of mash together. And I think this is this example of something that's going to be casual but fun. A lot of families will probably play it. I like the over-the-top characters, but I mean, really, it's Wii Boxing again, right? So, not saying it's going to be bad. Just, again, it's a mix of weird and a mix of why. So, it could be fun, but still. My worry about this game and some of the others is that this is going to be a $60 title. I really hope it's not. I really hope that ARMS is not a $60 title. Please. Next up, this I'm excited about. The presenter, by the way, was freaking horrible. Came to this. Well, he was corny, and the translator was falling asleep. I wanted to get the video of it, but Nintendo still hasn't put it up, and I want to get you this quick. And this... Sorry, I thought this was something else. This is awesome. Disregard what I said earlier, because I'll talk about it later. This is fantastic. Super Mario Odyssey. So they played a 3D Mario during the Switch like teaser trailer thing that they did, the announcement trailer back in October. But this looks amazing. I love the real cityscape. I love the different areas, because Mario's always been about going to different worlds, these different themes of every world. And to bring Mario into our world, bring Mario into... It looks very much Pikmin there. To be able to experiment with all these textures and all these worlds is really cool. And this game looks amazing. This is what the Switch should be all about. Really fun games, really ridiculously great stuff. Unfortunately, this game is coming out holiday this year. So this is one to get... I mean, I don't know, some people are going to say, well, I'll wait for it. You don't really need to wait on the Switch. Well, you do and you don't. I'm not. But this is really fun. This, a lot of people could justify saying, hey, you know, I can wait till fall to get it because this isn't coming out for a while. But look at that. Look at those textures. Look at that jump. 3D Mario. We're talking Mario 64 style awesomeness. It's the fun that Mario Galaxy brought us. And, oh, God, it looks just so cool. And I love the hat. I love the hat. This game just makes me smile. I cannot wait for this to come out. So I would say my personal recommendation is it's probably... I don't know if it's probably gonna be hard to get one at launch. Get one around fall maybe, or holiday, because that's coming out holiday and that's gonna be a great game to get. So you might want to wait. There's a lot of games here that are coming out later on, and I think that's really a disservice. This is holiday 2017, and it's really a disservice for Nintendo. They need to step up their game. They didn't get to. This is what I thought we were talking about, so I apologize. This I'm excited about, but man, the translator was just... he just really, really ruined it. I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo doesn't put the presentation up, because he just ruined it. Splatoon 2. So Splatoon was fun, but I mean, this just looks amped up. It looks like everything that's great about Splatoon, and then some. Again, just ridiculous fun to play with your friends. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping. So this is actually. I didn't get a release date on this. I'm gonna look it up while we're doing this. Because I didn't see the release date. I'll be honest, I didn't see the release date. Oh yeah, summer. So again, summer. It's not coming out yet. You gotta wait. Summer. Kind of unfortunate because, again, amazing game. If this was on launch, they would have a ridiculous problem on their hands trying to get people trying to get these units. I mean, they're probably still gonna have sell really well, but man, this looks fun. I love the jetpack. Absolutely love the jetpack. I love the music too. It just makes you smile, and that's half of the Nintendo presentation made me smile, and the half made me go just deflated and bored. But that looks cool. I'm cool with that. I will buy that game. Here's another game I'll buy, but another game that we gotta wait for. That, as soon as I saw, sorry, the scope of that, I mean, I just absolutely love. I'm a sucker when it comes to big scope games. Like ever since Shadow of the Colossus, and seeing those huge creatures coming at you and everything. I've been a sucker for those ever since. And this is, I mean, and that almost looks like Fable, but better. I mean, this looks really fun. This is Xenoblade 2, if you didn't see. I didn't see a release date on this one at all. I've looked a couple places for it. Haven't seen it. I would love for this to be launched, but it's not going to be. Hope maybe it'll show here. I don't think it shows the release date though. But it's good. I mean, it's going to be really good. It's going to be really fun. But how long am I going to have to wait? I mean, I think that's really unfortunate that we're going to have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for this kind of stuff, because that should just be there. I mean, I should just have it. That should be a launch title. That should be a launch title. That's all I'm saying. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 should be a launch title. Don't know why it's not. Sorry, guys. This is one I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. I'm kind of in the meh camp on this. But guess that's just me. This is the Fire Emblem. Yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors, sorry. I mean, it's Fire Emblem. It's probably not going to be bad. I'm just being honest about it, but is anyone excited about this? I mean, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the stream. Yeah, sorry, someone... Fire Emblem and Xenoblade, I mean, they're fun, but I don't think they're system sellers. I really don't think they are. So this is going to be really fun, though. This... It's not quite a system seller, but man, it's close. Right there, some Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. I always have. Every single system I buy for Nintendo, I have to get the Mario Kart games. They're fun. They're great for multiplayer, and that's what this system can do really well. It's a multiplayer aspect. So I'm hoping that this will do similar. That this will help it in that endeavor, I should say. It looks fun, and I mean, you get the Splatoon people there, so that's cool because they're Squid now and they're a kid now and all those things. Because I love Mario Kart. What do you want me to say about this? It's Mario Kart. It's amazing. It's beautiful. I love the graphics here. I mean, you've got Link riding around on a cart. Come on. Riding on a motorcycle, sorry. So this is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So this is Mario Kart 8 plus some. It's got some additional characters. It's got some double dash features as well in there. So it's going to be really fun. I'm excited about that. Dang, that's loud.
To restore peace in the universe, now rise, the 8 brothers. The fate of the entire universe rests on your shoulders. So,
this was not shown at the presentation. This was shown afterwards. This is Bomberman. I've never been a fan of this series. I've never been a fan of this series. I'm sorry. But here's what everyone was waiting for. And Nintendo did a great job of teasing this. They had multiple people asked, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? When is Zelda coming out? It finally kicked back to Kimishima. He said, yeah, we'll tell you later. Thank you all, blah, blah, blah. Then they played this trailer. This is a system seller. To me, this is a system seller. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. This is, of course, Zelda Breath of the Wild. I absolutely cannot wait to get my hands on this game. It's beautiful. It's fun. If you guys have not seen the other trailers, they've integrated a lot of the kind of mechanics of almost like a Monster Hunter game into Zelda. There's no more finding hearts. You're going to be going and finding enemies and killing them, and you're going to be cooking meat to heal yourself. It's really innovative. I mean, especially for a Zelda game. This is also going to be non-sequential, which I think is really. I mean, it's great to have a non-sequential Zelda game, and Calamity Ganon. I love that name. Also, this is a voiceover. And I'm really hoping, that that's going to be a voiceover throughout Zelda. Sorry, Kevin in the comments is mentioning a few things to me. He said, "Is it reactive to highlight battle mode after it was such a trash in Mario Kart 8?" I never played the battle mode. Sorry, but. Just the graphics on this for a Zelda game and the beauty. I love that neon and darkness kind of mashed up together. Beautiful landscapes everywhere that you see in the game. You can go. It's a big open world and it's non-linear.
Your face tells me that you have no recollection of me. However, I think you are now ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
If that's the Deku Tree, I'm gonna lose it. But again, more scope. I'm a sucker for that. Just that is so cool. There's so many things to say. I love Zelda. I love her look in this. Again, voiced. If this Zelda is fully voiced, I'm gonna lose. I mean, it's beautiful. The Gorons, I love how great they look. The fairy looks interesting. I love that version of the song too. Bring that bird guy back. Reminds me of Birdman from Rick and Morty. Save my daughter. So, oh man, if this is gonna have voice acting in it, I'm going to be so happy. Again, I mean, I'm gonna get this when it launches. I'm getting, and that's the other bit, is that this game, Breath of the Wild, launches March 3rd. It launches with the Switch. That is a system seller. That is how you sell a system. That is how you get people to buy it. We've been waiting way too long for Zelda. We've been waiting way too long for a Zelda game, and now we're getting it. Magic. We're getting it March 3rd. I'm ecstatic about that. I mean, I think there's a lot of things to kind of digest when it comes to this presentation. But I'm very happy about that. I will say, put that to the side and say I'm very happy that we're not waiting even longer. We're not even waiting even longer for Zelda, because we've waited way too long for this. That being said, they announced 2 games they're coming out on launch. You have Zelda, and you have 1-2 Switch. There has to be more, but of all the things they announced, they had those, and that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for them to have this huge press conference, and then they say, "Oh, this is out in summer. This will be out in holiday." That's what you do your first after you've been out for a year. This presentation should have been all about, this is what's coming out day one. Get a Switch now. There's a lot of people who are going to go get one anyways. I'm going to get one for Zelda, but if you want to drive system sales, if you want to legit drive system sales in an organic manner, you drum up how great that system is and how great all these things on the system are. You say, we have Zelda, we have Mario Kart, we have Xenoblade. Bring it. And then you have the 1-2 Switch and some other games on there that are more novelty. But that is what you need to do. So my feeling about it is, I think that when it comes to the console, I think they rushed it a lot. I think they rushed it a lot to get this thing out, because the Wii U is so dead. So unfortunately, they didn't show us a lot more other than that. A lot of the presentation showed us what we already knew. Word in the comments is saying, we already knew they had Zelda, show me the rest. Most of the presentation was saying, hey, this is the thing that we already showed you. Skyrim is on it. I'm happy about that. We already knew that was on there. Mario Kart. Okay. And then the Mario, I will say the 3D Mario game, Super Mario Odyssey, looks great. But what did they show us that we didn't know about? And I say that in an era when we know so much about the console before it comes out because of leaks. And that is, that I think is something interesting about a console nowadays. There's so much leaks that came out. So we already knew it charges via USB. It has a battery power of about 2.5 to 6 hours, depending on what kind of game you're playing. And honestly, for a system that is as powerful as it is, with a screen that looks as good as it does, to play on the go, I'm okay with that. And I say that because am I going to need to play the thing for 6 to 12 hours without charging it? I don't think so. I see this console as well. I see a lot of my handheld consoles as a way to play and then play and charge. And I think the fact that the Nintendo Switch has the dock makes it a very natural way to charge it. So you take it on the go, you play it maybe an hour during the day. When you get home, you dock it. It's a natural thing, and it's a natural place to charge it, because it also doubles as the HDMI doubler and everything. So I think that it's very natural, kind of like how you'll see people sell chargers to put your Xbox controller on, and chargers to put your Wii remotes on back in the day, and there are always these stands. You can put the stand on your entertainment center. I'm like, that's convenient. Some people do it, and some people, put them up because they don't want to clutter it up. But I think that the dock makes this, it doubles as it's a charger, but it's a convenient way to remind yourself to charge it. You just dock it and then you play. You dock it every time you come home. And I think for the most part, if people undock it, go out for the day, come back and dock it, you're not going to have to really charge it unless you're playing heavy duty. And if you're playing that heavy during the day, when you're not at home, then my feeling about it is you probably have a way to set up either in a car or wherever you are remotely with USB-C. See, we have a non-proprietary charging device here, so I think it's beautiful. It's kind of like the PS Vita. The PS Vita is finicky when it comes to charging it, and I'm sure this one will be too. But honestly, 2.5 to 6 hours I think is okay. They didn't mention Pokemon, and that was kind of disappointing because Pokemon Stars is supposed to be, I mean, it's rumored to come out. I think it's going to come out. Metroid. There's no Metroid. There's no Kirby. I'm reading again word in the comments. Metroid, Kirby, Fire Emblem. There's so much that was missed in this. I don't think they're going to do a Metroid game for a while, and it's a big shame. But there's a lot of things that were kind of missteps in that. Let's talk about the Joy-Con controllers real quick. So the Joy-Con controllers, they do have. So there's a way when you undock them from the what was it called, the Joy-Con, whatever that hub thing is, right? The thing that you put the Joy-Con controllers on when you're playing. You take those off and you can slide in a little wrist strap. Okay. Really, really, really weird design to have those slide in and not like come out of the controllers. The reason that I say that is these things are gonna sit in a drawer because you're gonna be playing, for the most part, you're gonna be playing with it, in a proper controller condition. But other than that, you're gonna have to dig them out of a drawer, slide them in, and play. And what do they do? Other than having a wrist strap, they do have an L and R buttons, which are a lot more sensitive. So I do like that, but I think it's a kind of a weird, design to not have that wrist strap be part of the controller already. But I think the reason is because of, I think the reason that they did it is because of the rumble technology. So the rumble technology in there is they're calling HD rumble, which I find funny because it's HDR. So HD rumble, which they showed, you could feel as if someone's putting if someone's putting ice in your glass, you could feel it. Or if someone's filling up a drink now. So I did like that. I mean, I thought that was cool, but $80 for the pair. That's a hefty price to pay for one of these. You can get a PS4 controller for $50 to $60. So that's a pretty hefty price. I mean, there has to be some reason technologically why it would be costing that much, but I really can't see it. For $80, or if you lose the right or the left, it's $50 to replace that, or if you just want to buy them individually. That's a really steep price. That's $20 more than a PS4 controller for arguably a lesser controller. That being said, I have not felt it yet. So when I get this thing in my hands, I'll tell you how that feels. How's the quality on it? Because you're taking this technology and you're packing it in. You're packing in. It's not quite this powerful. Don't flame me. But think of it as I want an Xbox One, and I want to put it in this size of a tablet. It's a little bit bigger, but bear with me. You're packing in a lot of technology into a very small package. But when you do that, it does cost. It costs battery power. It costs money. You have a lot of there are a lot of things you have to take into account in that. So $80 steep, but maybe there's a reason. So when I get those controllers in my hand, I'll let you know. But March 3rd for a release is very soon. Very, very, very soon. I'm happy about that. Happy about Splatoon too. Looking forward to Mario. Unfortunately, it's going to be forever. But I'm really hoping we'll have more from Nintendo soon. One last thing I will bring up, because they mentioned online for the Wii U. They said online multiplayer. It's going to have online multiplayer, but there will be a subscription-based model that will come out in the fall. if you look on their website, it says there is the subscription-based model will come out in the fall. Online multiplayer will be free up until that point. But if you look, they are going to give out NES and SNES games. Sorry, I was just double checking. SNES, NES games are going to be given out every month on that subscription base. So that could be interesting because you're giving out virtual console games on the Switch, which I'm happy about because that verifies, yeah, we're going to have some virtual console stuff on there. But I wanted more about how do I merge my Wii U collection with the Switch. Can I get all those games? Is there a transfer amount that I have to pay to transfer? I'd like to know that because I want to keep all that. PlayStation's been really good about that. Xbox has been damn good about it with their backwards compatibility. I would love for Nintendo to speak about that. They haven't, but it's early-ish. That being said, we are a month and a half away from the launch of the Nintendo Switch. And this presentation left me with and I was really excited before the presentation, but this presentation just really kind of deflated me. It really deflated me. But that being said, Zelda's coming out. So I can't be that unhappy, right? Right? Zelda. And it's going to be awesome. Catch you guys later.